कैसे बताएं क्यों तुझ चाहे
Wept and wept well. There it is. Huge six. 300.
Today, I'm joined by one of the greatest cricketers India has ever produced, Virendra Sehwag. Known for his explosive batting and fearless approach, he's redefined the role of how openers play in Tests and ODIs. He has represented India in 104 Tests, 251 ODIs, and 19 T20s, scoring over 17,000 international runs. He is the only Indian cricketer to have hit two triple centuries in Test cricket and also came close to scoring a third. After retiring, he has transitioned into commentary and cricket analysis, where his sharp insights and humorous takes on the game have made him really a popular media personality. It's an honor and an absolute pleasure to welcome you, sir, on my channel AA Cricket.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron.
Sir, you always seem to have played with a free mind, even singing songs while facing some of the best bowlers in the world. Did this come naturally to you, or did you train yourself to block out all distractions?
Aaron's early on my career, so when I just started playing for India, so before playing for India, it was my mind was very clear. I was not thinking too much. There was no negative, positive thoughts coming. There was a goal, and you're just focusing on your goal and playing cricket. But the moment you reach Indian cricket team, and when you play against top teams, so very difficult to score runs. So you'll doubt yourself that okay, I'm good enough to score runs against Australia, Pakistan, or England or not. And the moment you start doubting yourself, then you're not focusing and not concentrating on the game. And what I find is that it's very difficult to concentrate if any negative thought comes to your mind. So that's why I started singing, so I can delete those thoughts, because when you want to sing, you have to know the lyrics of the song, and your mind is just thinking about the lyrics of the song, so there is no negative positive thought come, and your eye will watch the ball and then you react to the ball. So that's how you can stay in present. So that was the mantra behind singing a song while batting, because I don't want to disturb by negative and positive thoughts.
Fair enough, sir. So basically, you made sure that pressure wouldn't basically come to you at all whenever you batted.
Yeah, yeah.
So yesterday, coincidentally, Harry Brooks scored a triple hundred in Multan, the same ground where you scored your triple hundred against Pakistan in 2004. So you got 100 with a six against Shoaib Akhtar and 300 with a six against Saklan Mushtaq. Most other players would have just knocked around singles and reached that landmark. So, but what was your mindset in moments like this?
When I was batting in 90s or in 190s or 290s, the thought comes in my mind that if I'll take 10 singles, then I'm giving 10 opportunity to the bowler to get me out. So, but if I score quickly in 90s, like in two balls, one six and one four, or maybe, three fours. So I'm taking risk for two balls, but I can get out from those 90s in two balls rather than in 10 balls. So yes, there is an opportunity for bowler to get me out in those two balls also, and I can make mistake and get out also, which I did many times. But my thinking was, to get out quickly from 90s rather than just thinking about for single on every ball. And if you won't get single on every ball, then means instead of 10 balls you'll take maybe 15 or 20 balls, so you are giving opportunity to bowler to get you out. So I think that was the thought behind in 90s to 6 and 4, and finish it quickly, because
Right.
one, I was batting for like almost 2 3 hours, so I know the wicket, I know the bowlers, I know the field position. So it was not a risk for me to hit a 4 and 6, because I'm batting there since almost 3 hours. So it was easy for me to capitalize on in my 90s.
So you didn't really think about like the runs you're at, and then like just basically bat as if you were batting from zero,
Ab-
not at.
Absolutely, because when you're batting in 90s and you're thinking about your 90s and you have to score 100, score 100, maybe you'll make mistake and get out. But if you're batting the way you are batting before 90s, it's easy to quickly get out from 90s.
Fair enough, sir. So I had a chance to meet the great Muralidharan a couple of weeks ago. he said that the one batsman whom he dreaded to bowl to was Virendra Sehwag. So I'm sure he's not the only one. So, but who was the one bowler who like you actually dreaded facing?
I think there are a couple of bowlers, but McGrath was there, Sean Pollock was there, Flintoff was there, Callis was there. There are different fast bowlers, and then suddenly one bowler comes in, Muralidharan. So it was very difficult against Muralidharan to score runs and not get out. So my early on in my career, like 2001 to 2006, we were regularly going to Sri Lanka, and it was hard for me to tackle Muralidharan or score against Muralidharan. So, and I think after 2007 onwards, I start scoring against Muralidharan. And then after that, I realized that if I attack Muralidharan more, then he'll get scared and not trying to get me out and try to bowl dot balls. And that's how I tackle Muralidharan. I think in overall bowling department, I think Muralidharan was the toughest bowler, to score against.
So you have been an idol to so many cricketers. So, but who is your idol?
When I was growing up, I think that time Sachin Tendulkar joined the team. 89, he came into the team, and I started watching cricket since 1992 World Cup. And I want to watch just Tendulkar because he was like that time 19 or 20-year-old boy. So I said, wow, 19-year-old boy playing World Cup and playing against Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and top teams. And he became my ideal. So I want to be like Tendulkar, and I want to play like him, score like him. So Tendulkar was he's still my ideal.
Alright, sir. So who was the batsman that you really enjoyed watching from the non-strikers end?
There are many. I got an opportunity to play with, Chris Gale. So I loved watching Chris Gale. I played with Gilchrist also. So he was another, attacking batsman. Obviously, Tendulkar and Ganguly, I opened with them. So these are the four batsmen I enjoyed if I'm standing at non-striker end. So I love to see them.
Alright, sir. So my earliest memory of the sport was in the 2011 World Cup final when my parents were going crazy after India's win. So you were obviously a very important part of the team. So what did that victory mean to you personally?
Wow, it was like proud moment for us, because before 2011 World Cup, we won in 1983. And after 1983, there's so many years took us to win the World Cup. I think it was a very emotional and proud moment for all of us. And we're very, very happy because that was my last World Cup, and that was last World Cup for Tendulkar also. So we were playing for like, we want to win this World Cup for Tendulkar, and luckily we won the World Cup. And it was great, great memories for us.
Yeah, so destiny certainly played its part.
Yes.
So sports comes with great challenges and setbacks. It could be injuries, getting dropped from the team, or even losing a game. So what advice would you give to young cricketers or anyone dealing with setbacks?
I think you have to focus on what you can do. Okay, even I got dropped from Indian team, and I use the time to improve my fitness. If you fit enough, then you can play longer. So that what I tell youngsters, and if you get out from the Indian team or you get dropped from the Indian team, use the time for your fitness and make sure your fitness is so good. So then, whenever you get a chance to play for India again, you can play longer period of time. So like Tendulkar played 20, 21 years. Kohli is almost 16 years. Rohit Sharma is playing for last 15 years. So if you get fit enough, then you can play long enough.
Got it, sir. So we always hear about cricketers being naturally gifted. So, but in your experience, what distinguishes the good from the great? Is it talent or is it attitude?
There are so many good cricketers, but there are very rare great cricketers. Good to great, you have to discipline, you have to be focused, you have to be concentrate, you have to be perform long time of period. So you can become a good cricketer, play 5 years for India, and then you are out of Indian team, and then you will not consider as a great player. But if you play 15 years and then you score like play 100 test matches or score 10,000 runs or play 250 or 300 ODIs, then you can become a great player. But that will only comes with a consistent performance. So obviously, how you will perform consistently when you be disciplined, when you focus and you work hard on your fitness, work hard on your skills, then only you can become a great player.
Got it, sir. Sir, my last question to you is, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give to the 18-year-old Virendra Sehwag or any 18-year-old that is currently playing serious cricket at the junior level?
I don't think so. I need give advice to Virender, 18-year of old Virender Sehwag, because he did what he loved to doing that. So, and I don't think so. But if I want to give advice to the 18-year-old boy now or when I was 18, so the work hard on your fitness, because important, your body is so important. Because after 25 or 26 year, your body is getting tired, your recovery period is getting longer. So if you keep your fitness high, so then you will play a longer period of time for whichever sport. It's not cricket, even football or swimming, whatever sport you are playing, your fitness is important, your health is important. So if you look after your fitness and health, you will play longer.
Yeah, I think Virat Kohli is like the prime example, at least in our generation. Now fitness is playing a huge part, at least in our team, for
Absolutely,
sure.
Virat Kohli has become like a beast.
Yeah.
uh, he just put on the beast mode, and the way he's doing his fitness, I'm sure that he'll play age of 40, 41, and then he'll retire after that.
Yeah, and then he's been a huge inspiration for like other players as well, for like Jaiswal, Gill, who actually come into the mix and will be like our next big things in the sport.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're playing with Virat Kohli, then you have to be learn that how he behave outside the cricket field, and how he eat, how he'll behave with people, how he'll manage himself. That you have to learn from Virat Kohli.
Yes, got it. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to me. So this has easily been one of the biggest highlights in my life. So, and thank you once again. So, and I'll always cherish this for my whole life.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you,
Pleasure.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Take
sir.